Hi guys, Nicholas here. So I just wanted to do a ranking of 10 of my favorite movies ever. Sometimes this list changes and this is in no particular order as well. And I just want to do a couple honorable mentions first. Of an Age, the 2023 Australian romantic drama that Focus Features acquired and gave it a limited release. The Cars franchise, except two, one and three are some of my favorites, but two I'm just not that fond of, and I think that's a movie I agree with all the, not all, but a lot of the negative hype it got. And then the third honorable mention would be spoiler alert, the 2022 gay romantic drama, and also from that year, Bros, the first big gay romantic comedy with a wide release. So, in no particular order, let's get to the top 10. And sometimes, like I said, this does fluctuate, but most of the time, these are like the top 10 that come to mind. I'm just bad at picking favorites because I just love movies so much. So, number one, and this has three movies on there, but I'm only going to talk about one of them. It's Easy A. This movie came out in 2010. I was like 13, so just going to high school, and it's just so funny, so honest. It also having a gay character really helped me a lot. And just the message of the story, like knowing that people who really love you will accept you no matter what. And when, especially when you're in high school, you're trying to fit in, that message really always stuck with me. And it's still one of my favorite movies ever. Emma Stone gives a great performance. It's witty, it's fun, it's heartfelt, just everything a good comedy should be. Second, we have Love, Simon. This is one of my favorite coming of age movies, and one of my favorite movies ever, of course, but just like a very sweet film, and I love how it is for everyone, even though it focuses on a gay character as the lead. It's really just a smart tale about growing up and embracing yourself at any age too. I feel like coming of age movies are for any age, and just really good characters, good direction, a great soundtrack, just a really well done teen movie that I really just adore and will always be one of my favorites. It's really fun and sweet, and I love movies like that. Okay, another gay one, Call Me by Your Name. This movie is truly art. I feel like it is a summer romance done right. I just think Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer have great chemistry. It's very realistic. The setting in Italy is beautiful. It's kind of a sad ending, but I feel like there's a lot of like beauty in this movie too. That summer they had together, which was just really sweet and just a sweet, like sensitive film. And like I said, I love movies like that. Next one we have is The Longest Ride. This is a Nicholas Sparks movie. I'm a huge Nicholas Sparks fan. I've seen all his movies. I've read, I think, 15 of his books around that. And this one really just is, I feel like, his most powerful one, and also like it captured culture more. I feel like in 2015 it had the message of embracing your life, and being you too mixed in with it, which I really love, because I feel like through like 2014 and 2016, a lot of those romantic dramas are really, really good. And this one captured that feel. It also looks beautiful. I mean, the setting's in North Carolina, but this time it's not really by the shore. It's in like the mountains of North Carolina, which were just beautiful. And I just think this one's really good because it's an epic romance. It's a Western, I love that feel of like also these two characters who are so different, coming together is just really beautiful to see, and it felt very human too, and I love movies like that. I also love too how Sophia, the one lead, she's from New Jersey and he's from the South, and I thought that was cool because I'm from New Jersey and I did once have a boyfriend from the South. So I thought that's kind of funny. Like it's just cool seeing like people with differences come together, to form beautiful love, and seeing the beauty in each other, which they brought to each other's life. It's just like a great romance to get swept up into, and I just love that. The differences still allowed them to have love. They saw the beauty in their differences, which is a rare thing in real life, but it's fun to escape with in a movie. And I probably read the book like 3 or 4 times already. I love this story so much. It's such a powerful romance, and I know some people would say it's cheesy, but I'm just in love with this type of stuff. Next up, we have another Nicholas Sparks movie, Safe Haven. This is actually more of a thriller. It's like I've read a lot of his books, and this one and another one really are like a romantic thriller, which is really cool. I feel like to Trojan horse a thriller with a romance. It really hasn't been done too much, so I really find that awesome. And this one is just a beautiful tale about the beauty of a second chance at life, and I feel like overcoming traumas in this movie. And it is a beautiful romance too, but there's more to it about this woman coming out of a really bad situation and just having a new life, which I just find really beautiful. And the ending is very thrilling and it's crazy, and I just love how it all wraps up. It goes from this like journey of like a bad situation to coming to light, which I just love movies like that too. And Julianne Hough gave a great performance as Katie. I loved it. The Spectacular Now. So this movie came out in 2013, but I just saw it for the first time last year. And it's one of those movies where you watch it and you're just like, man, this just really had such a big impact on my heart. It's not like, it wasn't like going to see like, an action movie, where it's just for fun and all of that. And I don't mind movies like that even sometimes. They're not my favorite, but I like flashy movies sometimes, I'll admit it. But this one really just, even though I was 26 when I first saw it and it's a high school movie, I went through a lot in life. So it really just made me think about my life and how you can have a beautiful life despite coming from such a broken family, and how you don't have to choose the path of destruction in your life, and you can embrace your life and just be who you are in the world. And it's interesting. I feel like this one was made more for adults too. It's rated R. Most teen movies about this in high school are like PG-13, so it really is a mature coming of age movie that, even though it focuses on people in high school, I feel like the messages are so relevant for any age. Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller just give it their all, even though it's like started their careers. They really gave like mature performances and really touched my heart, and they really just blew me away. And I was not expecting the movie to be like this. I was on HBO Max and I clicked it, and I'm like, oh, this looks like a sweet romance. And then like the third act takes a turn into like a dark drama, which really can touch your heart, and I really love that. It was really amazing. Next up, we have a newer movie, Sing 2. So this I just remember seeing on the big screen. It's only been like not even 3 years yet, and just being mesmerized by it. So I am a huge fan of Las Vegas, and anyone who's seen this movie, Red Shore City is basically Las Vegas. I mean it, and Las Vegas since I was a kid has been my favorite place. So I'm a little biased to this movie, I guess, but I love how it captures that feel of Vegas in such a exciting way. And I love the first Sing movie. Don't get me wrong. I still love that one, but this one just blew me away because of how it captures that excitement of Vegas. And I feel like this one, out of all the Illumination movies too, has the most emotional depth. Like it really does. Like by the third act, you're starting to meet like Clay Calloway, and he is just someone with an emotional backstory, an artist with a hard past. And I just felt like it really had some emotion too. I was not expecting from an Illumination movie, because like even Migration, I mean, the Grinch reboot, those two I love a lot, but they did not have that emotion that Sing 2 had, which I found really intriguing. And just all the like excitement of the movie too. It had like so many twists and turns. It was just really amazing, and it's probably one of my favorite movies of 2020 so far too, as well as one of my favorite movies ever. I really love it. Okay, Short Term 12. I mean, this is another like 2013 drama, which just like the third one here on the list. I think 2013, you might be able like to tell I really like that year for movies too. But again, I just saw this one for the last time for the first year too, and again, I was blown away. I mean, it's just, this movie is another one where it's just like about moving on from pain, not letting your past define you. All those topics wrapped up in like a really emotional story just really moved me. And Brie Larson gave an excellent performance. I mean, as that group home staff, she really like was so convincing, and I feel like this movie is just so like uplifting in a way where you watch it and you're like, I just want to go out in the world and do better. And it's just such a sweet film. And Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. I just think it's very impactful, you know. Okay, next up, we have Planes, Fire, and Rescue. So this one is from 2014, and it's an animated movie I love, and I'm growing to love more actually. You know, I don't know why. I just feel like it. I just love the the heart of this story. I love how it's set in a national park. I love seeing the national parks of my amazing country here in America, and I love that part of it too. But also like how life will throw you curveballs, and you have to adjust to that. I think that message of this story is really poignant, and it's one for kids and adults. I feel like. Then too at the end, the action sequences with the fires, the forest fires, it looks stunning. I remember seeing this in the theaters for the first time with my dad in 2014. I'm just like, this looks amazing. It looks like you're really immersed in this national park wildfire, and it was just so thrilling. And I find Dusty Crophopper to be very sweet, and I like him as a character, you know. And yeah, I just find this movie have a lot of heart, a lot of fun, and the first one I liked too, but this one really was like a upgrade. It's really amazing, and I love it. And it's so cute and so colorful and just inspiring, and yeah, I just love it. Last but not least, and we might save the best for last because the shirt I'm wearing is another one of my favorite movies ever, and this is another one from 2014, The Fault in Our Stars. So maybe by the end of this list right now, you can tell that I love romance movies. Like probably like four or five of them on here about were like romantic ones. So this movie though, I just feel like it's the romance of our generation. And the film is art too. It's like really like it's artistic too and commercial, which I love when movies are like that. You know, when it's like it's a little familiar but also artistic but also fresh, but like it's just commercial too. You know, I love that when there's an appeal where it's like you could tell it's commercial, but also there's like heart poured into the making of this story. And this is one that's like that. You know, I feel like it's a romance, but at the core of it, it's a story about not letting pain get you down, living your life to the fullest each day, you know, and just embracing life as it comes and embracing love too. If you get love, if you're lucky to have love put into your life, this movie shows you like embrace it, you know, like live for today. And the story of Hazel and Gus is just so inspiring because I've been through a lot of hurt in my own life, and it's so important to rise above pain and live your life because you only live once. You know, I know that's cliche. I know it's been said so many times, but it's so important to like live a full life and embrace what comes your way. And this movie shows that, you know, just like enjoy life, and it's so romantic, so sweet, but also like really inspiring. So it's like romantic about yourself and like what others. That's what I feel like. You know, this movie is like, it's like yeah, romance is good, love is great, but also live your life. You know, that's why I really love the message of this. The acting's great. Um, yeah, the acting's great. Hazel's mom, the actress did a great job. I mean, it's just really, really inspiring, and it's one that I can watch probably every month. But it's also sad. If anyone who saw it, you know, it's like the ending gets really emotional. So it's not like something you want to watch every too much, but like I watch it a couple times a year probably. You know, it's just so inspiring, and I feel like talking about the ending, even though the ending's sad, there's something very cathartic about it. It's not like overly depressingly sad. It's sad but also uplifting. I love movies that are like that. You know, there's pain at the end, but there's also hope. You know, and strength, and I love that. And this is another one of my favorite movies ever, and it's been that way for a while, and I just love The Fault in Our Stars. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye.